All right, JaVale, what's going on?
What's going on?
How's everything going?
Hey, man, I'm chilling, man.
We're in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
9 years ago, you were in Las Vegas during Summer League, and you did this ridiculous play.
So, all right. So, Cartier Martin made the little hustle play, and as soon as he dived for the floor, I just started sprinting, hoping he'd get the ball. And when he got it, I mean, in the practices, we would be talking like, we got to do something on the fast break. So I was like, if I get a chance, I'm going to rock the cradle, because you don't see 7-footers rocking the cradle. So I had to go ahead and do it. And it's Summer League, so it really doesn't count. So you can go ahead and do your thing. I mean, I've always been agile and fast, so with those combinations together, and I got hops, I knew I could do it, yeah.
Well, then you also, when the season started with the Wizards, you had this, I want to call it a block, but I guess it's really a grab with Wes Matthews.
Yeah, if he would have laid the ball up, it would have been okay, and I wouldn't have blocked it like that, but he tried to dunk it. So the fact that he put all that force into it, my hand was already on it, and I was like, let me just grab it. And I feel like that was one of the top-notch blocks in like the last 10 years for sure.
You can only name like 2 or 3 players that have done anything similar. I think Kristaps did it once, Hassan Whiteside did it once, and then it's just you. But I think you were before all of them, and now everyone else tries to do it.
I've been grabbing them out the air for a while.
You also went and blocked Blake Griffin when he was dunking on everybody.
Yeah.
Is there any hesitation when he's going up?
Nah, not at all. Especially young JaVale. I'm like 240, 245, so I'm real springy. So I'm just going at everything.
Yeah, because players will say, like players admit that sometimes LeBron will come up and they're like, I'm not going to contest that because they're going to end up on a poster. You were just like,
nah, it's timing. And I just knew by that time that he wasn't going to be able to dunk it, or if he was, I was going to meet him up there. So I had to take that chance. It worked out for me.
If you look at one of the replays too, I think Blake even smiles because I think he's used to just blocking or dunking on everybody.
Yeah, you saw people move out the way when Blake goes
look,
up.
He's like smiling at the end, like he knows.
Yeah.
And then I want to ask, is the highlight on Joakim Noah your best highlight? Because usually people have it #1.
This is a foul, by the way.
Okay.
They did not call this a foul. This is a foul. He literally pushed me.
Yeah.
I would have grabbed the rim if he wouldn't have pushed me. But by far, I jumped like 1 foot in front of the free throw line, 2 feet, like, and just threw it in.
What's your wingspan?
7'6", 9'6" standing.
And your vertical at this time?
33, 34. So.
Have you ever talked to him about this play?
I never talked to him. I seen him the other day too. I never actually mentioned like, you're a hack. You followed me on this.
And then the Jose Calderon one.
Yeah, I don't know why he decided to do this. And the crazier part is, it was crazy that he stood there and just let me dunk on him, but if people ever realize, the Raptors floor has the little symbol and it makes it look like it's a banister back there. So it looks like you're gonna sprain your ankle, but that's really just painted on the floor. So that's not there anymore.
You stared him down.
Yeah.
You had a little celebration too. Is this your favorite highlight?
No, it's not my favorite.
So which one is it?
Probably the one in Houston when I threw it off the backboard.
Well, we have that play. Don't worry, we'll get to it. One thing that's interesting also is like, who did you grow up trying to emulate? Because there's not a lot of players like you.
I emulated guards, if anything. I've always been taller than everybody else, but my mother didn't know if I was gonna keep growing, so she didn't want me to be a 6'5" center. So I've always been agile and always tried to do the things that guards do, so it worked out for me.
Yeah. Well, you said your favorite highlight was throwing it off the backboard, so here it is. Just walk me through that entire one, because did you know you were going to throw it off the backboard?
I didn't know, but the lane opened up and I was like, there's nothing else I can do but throw it off the backboard, so let's do it.
Have you ever done that in the game beforehand, like in college or high school?
Never.
So you're in the NBA.
I actually have thrown off the backboard in the NBA, but it was wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah, but never in the middle of the key with everybody in there.
Going back to the blocks.
I'm the only one grabbing blocks for sure.
Most guys go up and they try to like block it out of bounds.
Yeah.
When did you know you can just grab it?
I don't know. It's just, I started grabbing it and then I started weaning away from grabbing it because they started calling goal team because they hadn't seen it so much. So I had to stop doing it. But I still grab it out the air when it's necessary.
And what allows you to do that? It's timing and just having big hands, I guess?
Definitely timing and me having extremely large hands and being athletic.
People forgot how good this Denver team was, by the way.
With Andre Iguodala, me, Kenneth Faried, for sure. I think we won 57 games that season.
57?
I think we were the beginning of the run when Golden State started winning championships. So I did this dunk, and he like grabs me, so I'm like, get off of me. And then I think like the next game, he dunked on me.
Did he?
Yeah, but I didn't fall, so I was like, comparable, my dunk was better by far.
What's an underrated part of your game?
The fact that I'm not afraid to jump at anybody blocking shots, and I'm gonna try to dunk on anybody by far.
Still, right?
For sure.
It wasn't just like a young JaVale thing that you mentioned.
Still. I'm still trying to dunk on everybody, still blocking every shot that goes up there.
Well, then you joined the Warriors after.
Yeah.
And I felt like you and Clay had just good chemistry because you just throw it
For
up.
sure. Once Clay figured out that I'd go catch anything, he was like, I'm gonna throw it anytime. And I was like, I got you.
Anything. I mean, because that angle is ridiculous too.
It's horrible angles, but I'm gonna catch it, it doesn't matter.
Who was the player that you were closest to on the Warriors kind of during that 2-year run?
Probably Clay.
Yeah,
probably Clay. I used to always go over his house. He had a little golf putt-putt at his house, so I used to go over there and play putt-putt.
So that stuff does matter. Like people talk about like you want to hang out.
Yeah, for sure. Especially and it really goes in the court. In my beginning years, I really wasn't the hang out with my teammates type person. Yeah. But the longer I got in the league, I'm like, okay, this really matters.
And do you have a favorite season so far in your career?
Yeah, the 2 seasons I won a championship by far. That's by far the most fun I've ever had in the league.
And people always say like they imagine winning a championship feeling a certain way. Is it exactly what they?
You can't imagine that feeling because it's not easy. People think it's easy, like it was just you with the Warriors, everybody's all-star. No, it wasn't easy. Injuries happen. Like we really had to fight, but we had so much fun doing it, and it was really a brotherhood.
Well, then in that first game of the finals, you had the dunk over Kevin Love. And are you nervous before like the finals?
No, just because I'm just like, it's nothing like, it's just a game in the long run.
Look at Kevin's face. He's like, oh no.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna jump it, and I wasn't worried about it either.
And then what gave you that mentality of just being like, no matter who's going up, I'm gonna try to dunk it, or whoever comes at me, I'm gonna try to block it. It doesn't matter. Because not all guys have that.
Exactly. It's just, I figured out early on, the more you dunk, the less people jump. So if you dunk every time, people will stop jumping, or they'll fake hustle, and you know what I'm saying? No one wants to get dunked on.
This next clip, do you know why I'm showing you this clip? Do you know the reasoning?
Because, was it John Stewart?
Yes.
Yeah, John Stewart. But the thing is, though, I hate when people get surprised when I make a jump shot. Just because I don't shoot them doesn't mean I can't make jump shots. That's just not my role for the team at the time.
Yeah.
So when people get surprised when I make a jump shot, I'm like, come on, bro. I'm an NBA player. I didn't get here from just dunking.
I think he was also just like, man, this is the Knicks. Like, this is like if
that added to it too. That added to it too, because that was like a fumbling play, and I ended up just getting a nice little turnaround jump shot.
And you made this your profile picture, right?
For sure. For sure. I wanted to get my troll on for a second, so.
Have you been able to talk to him? Have you ever met him? No?
I actually did, yeah.
And so what did he say?
He was like, do you remember? I'm like, yeah, I remember. You was holding your face. It was hilarious.
You had a really good season with the Lakers this year. It was, I think, a lot of career highs, like 12 points a game, minutes, everything was higher. You caught a lot of lobs. Rondo found you just like Clay did.
The funnier part about this highlight is that Mike Muscala got traded to us when the trade deadline happened, and I'm like, remember a couple games ago, sir?
What'd he say?
He didn't say nothing. Muscala's a shooter. He's not a shot blocker.
Well, now you guys got some new additions. Congrats on the 2-year deal.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Boogie's coming. AD's coming. How you feeling?
I feel like the GM, they went on 2K and cheated and just put a whole bunch of good players on the same team. And it's definitely going to work out. I feel like we're going to make a deep run.
I think what's interesting about this year is that it's like the most loaded.
Everyone's loaded. So it's a great feeling just knowing like no one's an underdog, no one's a surefire winner. It's gonna be real basketball, and everybody has a chance to win, and that's the way I like to play.
So you said that people get mad that you don't like you can hit shots.
I can hit shots. You got to think about odds. If I only shoot 3 threes in my whole career, and I miss and I never make any, I only had 3 attempts. So if it's 0%, you get what I'm saying?
Well, the celebration here is great.
I pre-thought this out before too. I was like, when I make a 3, I'm gonna dip it in the honey pot. I already had the celebration ready.
So how long did you have it prepped, this celebration?
Oh, probably like a month before.
A month? And when were you planning on shooting threes?
There was no planning. I shoot threes in practice all the time, but there are no plays for me to shoot threes. There's no intention for the coaches to let me shoot threes. So it's like work on your game. You're still a basketball player, but you also have to do what's best for the team.
Well, 2 years ago, I saw you at the Chris Brickley runs in New York, and I remember you just kept hitting threes, and I was like, oh, wow, is he going to make threes like next season?
No,
it's just about the opportunity, right?
Yeah, it's the opportunity and your role on that team. Yeah. My role wasn't to shoot threes on the team that I was on.
Because they had like 4 of the greatest shooters ever.
Exactly. No, Steph, scoot over. Yeah. Let me shoot this three.
Imagine if you waved them off. That would be fun. Steph. The last couple plays, the dunk contest.
But this dunk, I literally was trying out at the practice the day before, I think. I was trying to do a 12-foot dunk, and I couldn't reach it. I could, but it just looked ugly. Like, it wasn't interesting at all. So I was like, lower them both to 10 and put them side by side. And the first time I tried, I did it. And I was like, wow, like, I'm going to do that. Because if you realize, when I throw the ball, I never look at the left rim. I just have to assume where it's at.
Oh, and you're just like...
Yeah, I just throw. I have no idea where the rim is at all. I never look at it. Watch. I never even looked at the rim.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the most. I'm focused on catching the ball I just threw with my right hand. Like, I feel like this is the most underrated dunk in the NBA dunk contest ever, to tell the truth.
Did you feel like you should have won that year?
For sure.
Yeah, because this next one's really good too.
That's the Larry Nance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking at, I think it was 1984 dunk contest highlights, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this one because I think I can do this. And me and Larry Nance, senior, by the way, had sort of like the same body type, so I was like, I probably can do this one.
Well, this is another thing that I think everyone forgets. You're 7 foot.
Exactly.
You're not supposed to be able to do this at all.
I almost hit my head on the backboard too.
Okay. Well, so you agree you should have won this year?
For sure.
Okay.
But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
It is what it is. Thank you so much, man.
Definitely,
it was so much fun. You were great.
You, bro, for
Thank
sure.
you so much. And I'll see you guys next time.
Definitely.